Guys, this is Joe with High Score Saves again, and I am bringing you the new Pacman menu system. There were some slight changes here. We're going to release the button here and show you a few of these different changes. I'll go over some of the old ones too, where we have the default game. You can set whatever game you like for this kit to boot up to. I like to choose Pacman Fast because I have it in a Pacman cocktail. I also like free play. The attract sounds. You could do it off, one every 4 screens, 50% or 100% of the time. I like to have the High Score Saves website on there, but of course you could choose no. Pacman Settings. This one is where the major change came in. Pacman and Miss Pacman. You could start at practice levels if you like, and you have Cherry, but it was a little mistake before, and Miss Pacman doesn't have the same patterns of start screens, well, level select, I guess, that Pacman does. So where you can see Pacman can start on level 5, it's level 3 for Miss Pacman. And then you got the key level for Pacman, and then you also have the pair level for Miss Pac. You could do banana for Miss Pac or the kill screen for Pacman and rotate it through that way. Set your cabinet type, the ghost names, the alternative or the normal, how many lives, your bonus, difficulty level. This is another change going from normal to hard. This equates to the solder pad option on the board. Sometimes on your board you have it soldered over to make it difficult or normal. So that is there. I did have a few other levels in there before, and it just seemed to confuse a few people, customers, which I never want to do. So that has been removed, and it's only the 2 options. You can still put your coin credits that you like. You could turn the Pacman kill screen on or not. Basically, you could play through without having the kill screen happen. And for the AI, you do want to have it original, or you can fix it, which if you do choose fixed, it will not run the original patterns. So when you go through there, you also have Pengo. I'm not going to go into on this video too in detail, but bonus, lives, difficulty, and coinage. Of course, I set it to free play. Then you have the game menu settings itself. This is when you hold down the player 1 button for 4 seconds, and you can enable and disable the games that show up on the menu after you release that for the 4 seconds. Now, this is the way that I always set my personal games up. Of course, you could do whatever you like. Let me zoom out a little bit here. The game menu access, I want to have enabled. So when you do have guests over or want to switch games or settings, things of that, or go to the game menu, you want to have that enabled. Now the boot up with the default game, which is the very top line, which I chose Pacman Fast, or you could do it the last game played. Now the boot up menu, I disable because I like it to go straight to the game. If you enable it, you are essentially doing coming to this menu. But if you disable it, it'll always boot straight to the game, which is what I really, really love about this kit. That way you don't even know a kit's there until you hold down the player 1 for 4 seconds. Now, to get to this menu with it disabled, you need to hold down player 1 while you power the game on. So that's kind of a safety feature because you don't want guests going into this menu, and I highly doubt someone's going to turn off your game, hold down player 1 for 4 seconds while you're booting the game to get to this menu. So that is something essential. I'll say it again. You want to have, when you have this disabled, you want to power on the game while pressing player 1. Now the reset button I always enable. That one is when you actually hold down player 1 in the middle of a game, and it will reset the game. So that's just what I like in case I make a mistake. Now online, this one I just chose off for right now. You have your PK and SK codes. You save it. Push the start button, says dip saved, and you boot right up. So while this is playing, it boots up to Pack Fast. Now if I hold down player 1, it freezes the game, and you can choose whatever game that you like. So we can go into Miss Pack Fast. So I hope you like that part. I think you like the menu changes. It's going to make it a little bit better for practice levels on Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, as well as stop the confusion on the 4 difficulty levels of the old version, and just do the solder pad versions, the normal and the hard, which are now actually on the kit and the only options for that. Obviously, if you saw the other video, you saw the perfect cherry pattern. Again, the most perfect kit for Pac-Man. High score saves for fast and slow, boot to select games, stealth mode. You got the free play, attract sounds. The sky's the limit. So, long story short, I truly appreciate your business. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy the kit. And if you don't have it, get one today at www.highscoresaves.com.